right, man. A lot of Piston fans want Lonzo Ball on the Pistons, and I watched Lonzo play the other night. I watched the majority of the Bulls game. Maybe I should have went to that shit. I ain't really nobody I want to see on the Bulls play. Maybe Kobe White. That's about it. Cause he get buckets. He was going ham sandwich on the Pistons. Kobe White is a bucket getter. I told y'all years ago. Like, he a problem. Y'all was saying Killian was better than him. I'm listening to y'all in the comments. So y'all smoking crack. But yeah, a lot of people think Lonzo the one for the Pistons to come in and play. And, he looked pretty good running out there, playing. I mean, I was impressed with Josh Giddey as well. His jump shot so fucking nasty. But he was hitting them hoes versus the Pistons. And Vujovic was a guy that the Pistons had their eye on. They just traded Zach LaVine to the Kings in that De'Aaron Fox deal. Now DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine on the West Coast together. That's funny. But excuse me. But yeah, let's talk about Lonzo. Check out the Trade Piston Talk playlist. And the Bulls trying to shed as much cap as they can. And obviously they wouldn't need Lonzo Ball to come in and play 30 to 40 minutes a night, so that's good for his knee. He would be that situational ball handler that they would need. The situations that you would want to see him handle the ball is late in the game where they can't just hone in on Cade. Or in that third quarter, or them times where they kind of start turning the ball over, he's the stabilizer. He's the guy that's going to allow Cade to get off the ball. He's the guy that's going to allow to initiate the offense where Cade can, a little bit be catch and shoot, post up. He's somebody else that can do a pick and roll with Jalen Duren. He's another guy that can push the pace with Ron Hollins, Isaiah Thompson, Isaiah Stewart. So really, in my opinion, you don't really lose much with Lonzo. He's shooting the ball well. He's a solid free throw shooter. He's always been a great defender. I can see why a lot of people like that. Me, I've been on the Brogdon bandwagon, but Lonzo kind of, even though he may be in the twilight of his career because of his knee, I think it's an ideal situation where you're not counting on Lonzo to come in. You probably need Lonzo for 20 to 25 minutes a night at the most. And 25 minutes is more of somebody getting foul trouble. You just need him to come in and stabilize. That's it. And that's what I was saying about a guy like Malcolm Brogdon. That's what I was saying about some of these point guards that can just stabilize. That can allow Cade to score a lot easier. And you might ask, well, would another score still be needed? Yes. That also is why Lonzo is important, so everything ain't going through Cade Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, even though the Pistons offense is ball handling, is ball movement a lot, and that ball really don't stick unless it has to in Cade Cunningham's hand. But now you take it out of his hand, you see the turnovers go down. And he get another score with him. Lonzo is able to distribute that to that score. Also, Cade is going to distribute to that score. So in the ball handling, the ball movement offense they run, they're going to get buckets. So it makes the Pistons that much better. And with Lonzo, you're not going to get a defensive drop-off. He's a solid shooter at this point in his career. And now you may see them do some different things where you might see Cade come off the ball screens and catch and shoot. You may see Cade post up a little bit more. You may see a pick and pop, pick and roll game with Cade and Lonzo. Let's say they do bring in an Ingram wing type of guy. I mean, they pushing the pace, they finishing. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of bringing Lonzo in. I think a solid 20 minutes a night, and most of his critical moments is gonna come in that third quarter when they just start to turn the ball over in the fourth quarter, coming down the stretch, the last 7 to 5 minutes of a game, where we don't have those meaningless turnovers. So really the bulk of the time he gonna be playing is in the second half. That's the bulk of the time you're going to see Lonzo Ball playing is in that second half. That's when they tend to have their most problems with, just stupid and really felonious turnovers when you talk about basketball. Wow, it's fucking crazy, them turnovers that they be having. You ain't going to see that. And, people say, okay, you got to get the turnovers done. Anytime you got the ball that much in a younger guy's hands, it's tough. It's tough. Now, is this going to take away from him, his overall game? No, he's going to be more efficient. He's going to be more efficient. He's going to score a lot easier. And like if you bring in another wing, like I'm just throwing Ingram name out there. You bring in another wing, like Ingram, That's gonna make his game easier too. More space to operate. You know what I'm saying? He gonna see less double teams. They gonna be able to trap him less, and he gonna be able to just create space, catch and shoot. You kind of see some of the things that the opportunities that Asar and Ron Hollins get, where they left at the 3-point line and they just gotta be forced to make it. You gonna be seeing Cade in a lot of those situations where he gonna just be able to get the ball, gonna move in his hand. He gonna be able to catch and shoot it instead of having to put it and get to a spot. Sometimes he may pump and 2-3 step dribble in, escape dribble in, and get to his 10 to 15 footer. Sometimes they may go through the offense through him through the post. Sometimes they may go through the high post. Sometimes he might catch the ball off a curl, off a screen. He might cut off the back door and finish at the rim. So it's going to really make the game that much easier. The turnovers will come down. I think the point, truth be told, if they find Lonzo and another scorer in the wing, his points might go up. It might sound silly with you adding another score. His points might go up, to be honest. You may see him, just be more efficient because he's going to get better looks. He ain't going to have to make tough shots. He ain't going to have to work for every shot. He's going to be so much more efficient. And I trust the process because Lonzo is unselfish and JB Bickerstaff, his offense is just not ISO, ISO, ISO. His offense is really, is predicated on moving the ball. And the only reason they don't move the ball even more than they do, and it sticks so much in Cade's hand, because Cade is the only real scorer that they got right now. Beasley, he come in there, he can kind of score, but he ain't a professional scorer. When you look at that roster, the only professional scorers they had was Cade, Jaden Ivey, and Marcus Sasser. And for whatever reason, they don't believe in Sasser. They don't believe in Sasser. So, whatever reason, they don't believe in Sasser. So, but yeah, I like the idea of it, honestly. So, yeah, Lonzo, I was kind of critical watching him play the other night. I was like, cool. Y'all like, well, you can do a reaction video. I was chilling on Sunday, man. I had a long week, so I was chilling, man. So I was just chilling, but I enjoyed the game. They play the Hawks tonight, so y'all probably see this video Tuesday or something like that. So we'll see. I know Trae Young gonna be in kill mode if he playing. So NBA been crazy. Got the Super Bowl this week. If you wonder who I'm picking, rolling with I ended up picking Philly. I was thinking Kansas City gonna win because of the refs. I think all eyes on them. I've been singing Philly praises all year. I'm gonna stick with Philly, man. That's my opinion. I like both teams though. I like Mahomes, Kelsey, D-Hop, one of my favorite receivers. Who else they got over there? I love Chris Jones. I love those guys. But, man, Saquon, man, I'm rooting for him. I love Saquon. I love Jalen Hurts. Brandon Graham, even though he injured over there. Jalen Carter, I wanted him to be a Lion. I love them boys over. I love both teams, so I'm going to be a fan. Most of us looking forward to the halftime show, too. So, appreciate y'all. Check out Detroit Lions Piston Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Everything's inside the link tree. Peace.